I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 404. Questioner: what is regulation of breath for? Maharshi: only to control the mind. Again, after a few minutes, Sri Bhagavan continued, the mind functions both as light and as objects. If divested of things, the light alone will remain over. Questioner: but we must know that there is such light. Maharshi: sight or cognition is impossible without such light. How do you recognize anything in sleep? Our cognition pertains to the present state because there is light. Light is the essential requisite for sight. It is plain in our daily life. Among the lights, sunlight is the most important. Hence, they speak of the glory of millions of suns. In this dialogue, the questioner asked Sri Ramana Maharshi about the purpose of regulating one's breath. Ramana Maharshi's initial response is succinct: only to control the mind. This is a theme in many of his teachings. The regulation of breath, known as pranayama in yogic practices, is a tool to bring the often restless and scattered mind into a state of calm and focus. By controlling the breath, the mind's fluctuations can be minimized, making it easier to engage in self-inquiry. When I first started to inquire, I would use mindful breath watching to calm my mind so that I could inquire. The Maharshi then expands on this by explaining the dual function of the mind. He states that the mind functions as both light and objects. This means that the mind not only perceives and interacts with the external world, objects, but also has an inherent luminosity or awareness, light. Ramana expresses the always knowing consciousness as light. Think of it as light of consciousness. When the mind is stripped of all its attachments to external objects and distractions, it has no need to externalize itself into the world of objects. And what remains is pure consciousness alone, the true nature of the mind. This is consciousness without an object, pure consciousness. Consciousness is also being, existence itself. Existence and consciousness are not two different things. They are the same thing, just different faces. The questioner seems to need more clarification, leading to the next part of the dialogue. Ramana emphasizes the importance of this inner light by discussing its essential role in cognition. He asks how one is able to recognize or be aware of anything, even in sleep. The underlying point is that this inner light, this awareness, is always present and is the basis of the knowledge of all experiences, whether awake, dreaming, or in deep sleep. For anything to be seen, there must be a knowing seer. Ramana further illustrates this concept by comparing it to the necessity of light for sight. Just as physical light, like sunlight, is essential for us to see the world around us, the inner light of awareness is essential for any kind of cognition or perception. The inner light is the light of consciousness. The Maharshi's analogy to sunlight underscores the magnificence and indispensability of this inner light. Just as sunlight is the most potent source of physical illumination, the inner light of consciousness is the most fundamental and powerful source of awareness. This is why spiritual texts sometimes describe the inner light as being the radiance of millions of suns. It's a poetic way of conveying the supreme importance and brilliance. Ramana Maharshi uses the question about breath regulation to lead to a deeper teaching about the nature of mind and consciousness. The regulation of breath is a method to quiet the mind, revealing the underlying light of awareness. This light is essential for all cognition and is the true nature of our being, ever present and illuminating all experiences. Through self-inquiry, aided by practices like breath regulation or breath watching, you can begin to recognize and abide in this inner light. You can move beyond the distractions of the external world into the pure awareness that is the essence of the self. This light is also, in addition to consciousness and existence, bliss. Abiding in this inner light is abiding in bliss. So, know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 Verses on Reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.